Namaste, dosto. Elizabeth Thakur here. I just want to talk to you about my personal experience at Hindu temples as an American. As you may know, I've been doing seva at the temple for about 5 years now. This is not a normal video of like a normal Hindu temple review. It's more of what I'm going to tell you about, like 2 different experiences I've had. Recently, I went to a temple doing seva and noticed a strange man looking suspicious. This was at the entry point of the temple. He was not entering the temple doing darshan like a normal devotee would do at a temple. He was just standing at the front and he had just a glare on his face. I was watching him closely. He noticed that, so he finally just came up to me nicely. And then he said, "Hi, how are you? What's your name?" And so I told him, "I'm good, how are you?" Just like the normal greeting. Then he asked, "Have you been coming here long?" So I said, "Yes, I've been coming here for a long time. I'm a Hindu and the temple is my home and it's completely changed my life." So then he told me his parents were Buddhists, and I said, "Oh, really? That's awesome." And I asked, "How about you?" He said, "I'm a Christian." So I thought to myself, what is bringing this man here if, he's Christian? I told him, as a Christian, what do you think of Hindus? And he said, "Well, this is pure devil worship." So I told him, that is a terrible thing to say. This is just your fear and ego talking. Just because you don't understand something does not mean you should naturally just fear it. And then he started quoting the Bible, saying, according to the Bible, there should be no other gods before the Father of Jesus Christ. I told him, what about the mother? There's a divine masculine and feminine energy that creates a balance in the universe. So I asked him, what of that? And he says, the mother is evil. I told him to get out right then and there. I just couldn't take any more from him. He finally left. And I was so shocked knowing that this is America, where religious freedom is commonly practiced, and people from other faiths showing up and disrespecting the temple like this is just horrible. So that was my first experience. My second experience was with a man that came into the temple when there was nobody else there. The temple was basically closed. The Pandits had left already. So this guy was looking to take some photo shoots of the temple. He was taking pictures very quietly, and he looked at me for a moment. I was actually going around in circles around the deities. I had just finished my day of doing seva, and everything was closed. I was going to go do a little bit more devotion. When I saw him, he looked at me and I said, "What are you doing?" And he goes, I'm just taking some photos." And I said, "Well, that's not allowed here in the temple. We're not supposed to take photos. There's a big photo sign saying no photos." So it was a pretty deep security issue. I was thinking to myself, why is this guy coming in, taking photos secretly and quietly when nobody else is here? It just looked really suspicious to me. Right after I told him not to take any photos, he ran out right away. It's as if he was not there at all to perform any type of darshan or devotion. He was there specifically just to take photos. It's things like this that we have to be careful with. We don't know if these people are going on YouTube making a mockery of the temple. That's the scary thing, is that this is why a lot of temples prefer not to have video and photos of the temple. I mean, I'm not sure if that's the reason, but for me, it's a security issue. It could turn into something like that as well, where somebody's making fun. So I have a message for all of you. We as Hindus cannot just come to the temple just as tourists, just coming and going. We should be coming to the temple vigilant and aware of these people, because they're everywhere. I talk about this because a temple in New Jersey was recently attacked by 3 hijabbed women. Also, there have been incidences in Texas where Pandits' houses have been raided. We must react and come to the temple prepared to stand together and protect it. Otherwise, we will not be taken seriously as Hindus, and people of other faiths will come in and do what they please to the temple. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share this video so I can do something for Sanatana Dharma here in America. But after all, I'm just an American in love with the Indian culture. Ram Ram.